Oh, you should probably turn on the light. You should probably turn on the light. There. Hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So I'm going to be doing a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, also for your cross watchers. Here we go. Yo, my ears are on some other level today. What is going on? This is crazy. I love it. Not really. But yeah, no, whatever. They're my ears. They're your ears, girl. Own them. Own them. Okay, people thought you were joking when you said you're part hobbit. It's true. You got hobbit-ass feet, hobbit-ass ears, hobbit-ass hands, hobbit-ass height. It's fine. People love hobbits. All right. So I got, when I first was told that I need to go live, I got that you're being tested. Okay, so this reading, first off, if you have no Pisces in your chart, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you find yourself here on this video and you are resonating deep as F, then this message is for you. So technically, this reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for the people dealing with Pisces, y'all cross-watchers, cross-watching the Pisces. This reading is for you. Let me get the cards ready. Let me scooch back first. Let me get the cards ready. So much mother-freaking energy today. Beautiful energy to do beautiful things if you have a beautiful mindset. However, if you are in the process of being tested and you allow your mindset to take you to a very negative place and you choose to stay there, it will not be beautiful. It will be beautifully painful for those of us who are masochists. I myself love pain because I seem to always choose the most painful way to learn any given lesson. Oh, it's the same motherfucking cards from last night. Pisces, this is potent. This is a potent message. If messages are being reiterated, then it's some potent ass stuff that's being told to you. Potent message. Hold on. Hold the phone. Oh shit, I gotta get going soon. Oh my God, I gotta get going soon. Oh shit. Okay, hold up. Let's do this really quick. Okay, Pisces, I'm so sorry to rush you. But I mean, if you've been watching me for any period of time, even if this is just your second video, you already know I'm a spaz and you love me for it. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you that you love me and my spastastic ways. And if you could kindly just agree with that, that would be amazing. Here. All right. I suddenly got the weirdest feeling. Michael. Shit. No. I'm not pulling that card out because technically that card didn't fall out. Just saying. Oh, this motherfucker, I swear to God. 'Cause I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I'm just saying. 'Cause I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. I gotta get going. Stop fucking with me for real. I gotta get going. Give people their messages. Ooh, scared the shit out of me. Okay. All right. We can do this. We can do this, girl. Just breathe. Allow the oxygen to come in. Oh, final deck. Hold on, guys. My room is about as messy as my mind. You ever heard about feng shui? They say that, messy environment makes for messy thoughts. You might want to think on that and clean your stuff, girlfriend. All right. I just have all kind of shit on the bed with me. All right, here we go. Look like an angel. Skin makes me cry. So very special. So very special. All right, now we're ready. We are ready to read for you guys. All right, patience. Again, you have to have patience with your process, okay? You can't force yourself to rush through things that your soul is trying to get you to travel through in a very slow, very organic manner, okay? Don't rush it. Card number 19, feel loved and proud. You have to allow yourself to feel love for yourself. You have to allow yourself to feel some sort of pride for whatever it is you're accomplishing for yourself, within yourself, the things that people probably don't notice, don't give you credit for. It's fine. You don't need them to confirm for you that you're growing. You don't necessarily need external confirmation or acknowledgement of your growth. It's when you start looking for other people to validate you, to tell you that you're doing a good job, that you have a tendency to really, really struggle even more than what you think you're struggling right now, okay? Seven of Summer, no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision, confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. So you have to have patience with your process, but you have to make a decision in order for that process to go forward, in order for it to continue, to further evolve, further ripen, and become the lessons you need in order to learn what you need to learn, okay? So card number 62, Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. So you have to be patient, but you can't allow that patience to become procrastination. And you have to also make sure that you're not going to be rushing. Slow and steady wins the race, okay? So it's a very delicate balance that you're being asked to enter and maintain. And if you don't, I don't know. Card number 11, diving for light. I'm trying to control my face. Diving for light. Y'all who, all of you who have seen me reading these cards for some time know what this card means. Conversation needs to take place. There's a blockage. The people who are needing to conversate, you and someone else, are not even facing each other. This conversation leads to elevation of your understanding of yourself, of your journey, of how specific people fit into your life, fit into your learning. And hey, you know, this is something that kind of just needs to be said. Just because you have to have a conversation with someone does not mean they're going to stick around. It doesn't mean that you are being encouraged, arm twisted by your soul to, like, I don't know, maintain some sort of romantic something or other with this individual. This is conversation. I mean, does every single person that you conversate with, do they become your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever it is? No, they don't. I mean, how many people do I talk to? I'm talking to all of you right now. Are 88, 22, 66, 11, 56. Sorry. 66, 11, 56. So 6, 6, 1, 1, 5 plus 6 is 11. 6, 6, 11, 11, 88, 22. Some good shit right there. I'm just saying. Are all of you guys my boyfriends and girlfriends? No. I don't know. For those who might try and say like yes. No. Just because you have conversation with someone does not mean They're supposed to be like your forever love or something like that. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So 6 of Summer, children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. So you guys already don't have these cards memorized. Yeah. So someone's coming in from the past. It could be someone that you've already met in this life and they're coming in from the past, meaning you walked away. One of you guys walked away, ran away, whichever. Or it could mean this is someone that you haven't met yet, but you had a connection in the past, and now it's circling back around in order for you to finish whatever was left unfinished in a previous life. So I firmly believe that this is the life for all of us, not just for me and not just for you, for all of us. This is the life where we all get the opportunity to reconnect with people we have unfinished business with from previous incarnations. This opportunity does not come around often. This is the opportunity, the potential for us to clear the entire karmic slate, okay? And I just kind of want to put this out there as well. Karma is not punishment. It's not. It's not punishment. It's simply lessons that are left unfinished. Okay? So card number 27, self-worth. I'm wondering if for some of us, this reconnection, this conversation that needs to be had is going to help further refine and define what your self-worth actually is, what your definition of self-worth is, how you're going to choose to express that definition. Sometimes people are brought to you not because you still have to do like I don't know, not because you have to make up for something, but more because, or not because you have to make up for something, not because you're being punished, not because this is all you deserve, but because they're sent to you to trigger you to possibly choose a higher elevation of consciousness expression. So maybe someone will be brought to me or has already been brought to me who will challenge the personal boundaries that I've set in this life. And if I'm going to allow them to continue to like overstep those boundaries, am I learning about healthy boundaries? No. Is it because I'm weak and that's all I deserve for people to continuously overstep and make me feel uncomfortable and make me feel badly for myself? No. These things are being brought to me so that I can exercise, put into action the things that I've learned with previous interactions of the same caliber of boundary infringement. Okay? So the lesson will continue to circle back around and around and around until you stop avoiding it, until you face it head on, hold on to it, and set it down. Okay? So, card number 8, everything in perfect balance. Everything in perfect balance. The rose has a very specific, very perfectly calibrated, perfectly balanced ratio between delicate, soft petals and pokey, unapologetic thorns. You have to allow yourself to exist in your totality. The petals plus the thorn make for the complete flower, okay? The petals plus the thorns makes for the complete flower. If people are going to continue to mishandle you, you need to be proactive. You need to feel empowered enough to put a stop to it. People who are resonating with this, I'm pretty sure you're the type of person who just feels so badly establishing and maintaining boundaries, where if you say no and someone keeps asking and asking and asking, eventually you give in. There's not really anything wrong with that. It doesn't make you a bad person. It just makes you suffer a lot more than you need to. Before you continue to say yes to someone, ask yourself, Would they do this for you? And it's not that someone has to be willing to do something for you before you're willing to do something for them. It's more of, is this a reciprocal type of energetic exchange? Or are you interacting with someone who just wants to take? Because the people who keep taking and taking, they're never going to stop until you make it stop. And I'm not talking about physical violence. I'm talking about restricting people's access to you. And you don't have to be sorry about that. This is a major, major, major fucking lesson that I'm learning in this life. Not everyone deserves to have access to me. Nope. Whether it's online, whether it's in real life, not everyone that wants my attention will get my attention, and I do not have to feel bad for that. At one point recently, I had someone in real life, and I don't know what the intention was. I don't know if the individual even realized that it was full-on gaslighting, emotional manipulation, where trying to force me to give of my energy in real life and be like, I'm going to call you out in front of other people. I'm going to call you out. You haven't even spent time. When are you going to spend time with us out here? Are you going to come back out here? No, we'll see. And they're like, oh, yeah, well, you want, we'll see. Probably not coming out, because first off, if I wanted to spend time with you, I'd be right there out there with you. You wouldn't have to ask me. You wouldn't have to like corner me and try and like put me on the spot and use my possible sense of embarrassment to force me to be there. And here's the thing that I'm really beginning to appreciate about myself in my process. I used to be really, really ashamed of this about myself, where the more someone tries to force me into something, the more I'm not going to do it. I used to be really ashamed. I used to feel like I was such an asshole, like really inconsiderate asshole for being this way. And now I'm seeing, damn, that's one of the most beautiful things about me. That's one of the things about me that helps to protect me, to preserve my space. Where if you're going to try and force me, I mean, you know, you put me in some sort of arm lock, take the fucking arm. Just take it. I'm not tapping out. You're not getting your way with me. Take the fucking arm. Break it, cut it off and take it home with you. But you're not getting the core of me. You're not going to access me in that way. Not without my organic consent. And you have to be okay with allowing people to feel a sense of disappointment, because you are now loving on yourself the way you've been loving on other people. Because I guarantee the people who have a hard time disappointing other people, the people who have a hard time disappointing other people have no expectations of others. You have a tendency to do with this sense of, they're not going to do this for me, and it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. You have to be okay with loving yourself the same way, same depth, same intensity, same loyalty and commitment that you have when you love other people. You are part of that group. You came into this life promising to love and support. You are a part of that group. The most violent spiritual act is the act of separation. Anytime separation occurs, it is very violent to a soul. Look at birth. That is a violent act. Separating the child from its mother. Yeah, it's natural. Yes, it's normal. But you cannot deny it is a violent act. So that's what you're doing. You are separating yourself from the whole. That causes spiritual trauma. To some degree, it causes spiritual trauma. It's time for you to stop. So card number 6, shock of the new. It's time for you to stop and begin choosing differently for yourself. Until you start choosing differently for yourself, and you don't have to verbalize this, okay? But until you start choosing differently for yourself, your environment will continue to support your decision to remain in a toxic state. And you can't go around saying this person is toxic. If you continue to stay in that pool of toxicity, you yourself are marinated in toxicity. So it's not just you. The toxic people around you are reflections of you. In order for you to not be toxic anymore, you have to remove yourself from that toxic environment. And you have to take accountability for what you have chosen for yourself. And now it's important for you to hear this. The people who were reflections of your toxicity, where you were at one point, when you remove yourself from that, they will fight you. They will guilt you. They will make statements or make you feel as though, oh, you think you're better than us now. No, I'm pretty sure I'm not. I'm just not there with you anymore. And if you want to continue to have some sort of connection with me, then you have to choose for yourself to join me in a place that's no longer toxic. Because anything that has any, even just remnants of a desire to bring you back to a place of toxicity, me personally, I don't live there anymore. You can come over and visit my new house, but I'm not going back to that old house, that condemned house. That is not a house that is safe for me to exist within. So anyone that wants to take me back to a place of toxicity, to a place where I used to be a person that I no longer resonate with, I'm not joining you there. And if you continue to attempt to bring me back there, you will be cut off. No explanation, no like, well, you need to change. No, choose to change and come back around. I'll hear what you have to say now. But until you meet me at a place that's not toxic, I am under no obligation. None. No obligation to go back there with you or to try and pull you out of something that you clearly enjoy. And that's something you have to come to terms with. You have to really allow yourself to embrace the fact that it's not your job. This is not your job. Those of us who have this misperception that you're here to save the world, that is bullshit. If you cannot save yourself, if you cannot do for yourself what you are trying to do to other people, for other people, you are lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. And the lies have to stop. Do you really think you can truly help someone heal past a trauma based in betrayal if you yourself haven't been able to heal past that? I mean, me personally, I don't expect from other people what I can't do for myself. If I can't make myself happy, I don't expect you to make me happy. It's not your job. Just like it's not my job. And that's something we really, really have to wrap our mind around. Why do you have to prove oneness has happened already? What's the whole point of that? That stems back to what I was just saying, where you feel like it's your job, your obligation for people to get people to be on the same level of awareness that you're at. That's a violation of sovereign free will. That's an absolute violation of sovereign free will. And that, no, that's not something I'm going to prove. It's not my job. It's not my desire. What I will do is continue to just emanate my truth. And at some point, you'll have this aha moment for yourself, either in a video with me or walking down the street, at work, whatever it is. You'll have this aha moment. Holy shit. I understand what she's talking about. Holy shit. My life suddenly makes sense. It's not my job to try and force you to understand anything, to learn anything. Again, it's so important for people to understand this. That is a violation, one of the worst violations of sovereign free will. This example is a little bit extreme, but I find extreme examples help people to better understand. So let's say I'm a lesbian, okay, and this is extreme. Let's say I'm a lesbian and a man who believes that, everyone is actually heterosexual, says, well, the reason I'm a lesbian is because I don't understand the truth of things, because I haven't had sex yet with a real man who can help me feel like a real woman. And that's why I'm seeking other women. So in his attempt to try and make me see the oneness of heterosexuality, he's going to rape me. Because that's what it is. Emotional and mental rape. When you try and force your will, your desires upon another person, or other peoples. That's what's being done. And yes, it's extreme. It is absolutely extreme. But that's my personal belief. That's why I never tell you what to do. That's why I never try and force you to agree, force you to be at the same level. Exactly, Elijah. A violation is a violation is a violation. It's a violation. There's varying degrees of violation, varying types of violation, but a violation is a violation is a violation. 79% at 1212. I will never, ever, ever be okay with someone violating not just my physical body, but my spiritual as well. It's never okay. You can never be allowed to shame me into being something that is not already me. And if you have to shame me, that is not me. You are forcing me to be something, go somewhere that I am not ready or willing to go. And so who becomes the bad person there? If we have to do things with that human concept in mind, it's human concept. There's a good person, there's a bad person. Who's the bad person there? The less aware or the more aware? Just saying. Card number 41. Love is all around. It's all around you. And sometimes it's not expressed in the way that people are accustomed to. Sometimes love can be boom in your face. Nope, I'm not agreeing. Sometimes love can be very soft, very nurturing. Love comes and is expressed in the way that you need at that time. Might not always seem like love, but love is truth. And sometimes seeing the truth is so difficult for people. So difficult. Sometimes, especially empaths who haven't really found the balance within themselves, sometimes that truth, that intuition that they believe they have highly developed is full of distortions because they haven't corrected the wounds that have caused distortions, that cause them to perceive their fractured intuition as something that's whole. Philip, I'm going to have to remove you from the live. I will tell you this only one time. I don't appreciate when you go in the comments and try and initiate arguments with people who are commenting. Everyone is entitled to their free will. Card number 19, the sun. Plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. That's beautiful. When you allow your plans to be an expression of the guidance from your soul, that's alignment. That creates a beautiful pathway wide open for your abundance to come in. And abundance is more than money. Abundance is love, support, and just really beautiful things that empower you in a very organic way. So card number 5, be still. Quiet down your mind. Don't be so quick to fight with other people because your stance is the right stance. Your stance is the one that's elevated. I mean, I don't know. Looking back when I was a child, there were things that I thought was so huge and so tall. And now that I've physically grown, it's really not that big. It's really not that big. So your perception changes as you grow. It's important for you to still your mind, to still your heart, and just really allow yourself to flow with the thoughts that your soul is guiding you to think. Flowing with the thoughts does not mean hyperfixating on them, okay? So card number 31, solitude, alone but not lonely. There's a difference between loneliness and solitude. Solitude is welcome. It's a quiet space where you don't have all that distortion from other people, from the programming that's been installed since childhood. It's the stillness that gifts you with clarity, something completely different. I have this personal developing, evolving view on loneliness. I personally feel like loneliness is an expression of avoidance. You're avoiding the work you need to do within yourself. This is what I'm kind of coming to the conclusion of. Because I constantly hold myself accountable for the things that I do. I constantly go over the things that I've said and done during the day. And it doesn't make me better than you. This is just my own process. This is what helps me to grow. Because I constantly do that, I'm constantly working on myself. At no point do I ever really feel lonely. In fact, I really enjoy solitude. Why is that? Because I don't have the commotion, because I'm easily overwhelmed. I'm easily overwhelmed by energy, by people talking, by sound, by a whole bunch of different things. My senses get overwhelmed very easily. And when I have solitude, I don't have distractions. And that helps me to process. That helps me to better understand. And there will be people, and it's not a bad thing, there will be people who will be lonely because they've been single for a while. And that's normal. That's very normal to feel lonely. But why is that? For some, maybe it's because the quiet is becoming deafening. There's maybe aspects of, and it's not true for everyone. I want to make that very clear. There's aspects of their journey that led to a breakup that hurt so badly, and it's too hard to look at what they contributed to that breakup. For other people, maybe you're single for now and have been for a while because the person that's meant to come across your path is still in that process that you already finished. But I found that this sense of loneliness and a feeling that you need someone around sometimes, and it's very common, it comes from a place of avoiding the lesson you need to learn within that stillness, okay? Card number 41, bring it into form. Whatever it is you hyperfixate on, that's what you will bring into form. So if it's a negative thing, then you'll probably attract negative polarities, okay? Things that you probably don't want. But the fact is, you learn from every interaction you have. So learn and choose to attract a positive experience. And it's not to say that just because something goes wrong in your life that it's your fault. Yes, you did have a hand in attracting a negative experience, but this is not about fault. That's the fatal flaw that people, they think that, so you're trying to say this is my fault and that I should have just thought in a more positive way and my life would be perfect. No, I'm saying allow yourself to be fully present in every experience. And if you don't like the negative things, then choose to modify your perception so you can understand those negative things are teaching you something. And until you stop avoiding the very lessons you're learning from that negativity, it will continue to circle back around until it knocks you on your stubborn ass and you finally learn what the fuck you're supposed to learn. Is that something to do with me? No. And I've experienced this myself for so many years, being knocked on my ass and still refusing to learn. So I say this not from a place of elevated importance or sense of self-worth. I say this as someone who's experienced it again and again and again. And I say this as someone with a hope that maybe if I share of myself like this, that you can learn from something that took me years to accept about my own journey. But if you want to take years to learn this for yourself, I mean, you're free to. I got no say in your journey. You learn however you want to learn. So card number 14, chameleon spirit, act as if. Ooh, you're being tested because there's a chameleon in your space. There is someone who is an inverted reflection. So card number 41 and card number 14. 41, 14, they are inverted mirrors. You're dealing with an organic portal. Organic portals need to be around those who have higher consciousness potentiality in order to siphon that energy and mimic your potentiality. Be very, very, very careful. Just because they sound spiritual, 85% at 1221, just because they sound spiritual doesn't mean they are. Just because they are very, very good at like, oh, baby girl, you okay? Doesn't mean they really care. Okay? I've learned for myself that fake, insincere concern for your well-being is one of the easiest, most efficient ways to bypass all of my defenses and access me. No more. Thank you guys for caring. No more. I'm going to deal with my life on my own. No more. That was the last lesson that I needed to learn. It is now learned. And I already have the friends that I have. It's learned. Not to say that I'm not open to interacting with people and having experiences with other people. But yeah, this like looking for friends who are on the same level. I don't think I did that, but it's almost like there's some part of me because of my experience in life where if you show some kind of love towards me, I feel obligated to like make you my bestie. And no, it's okay for people to care. And it's okay for me to still have my boundaries, stay within my space, and not invite anyone into my personal, private, inner sanctum. Okay? That's okay for you guys to do that. You can have amazing friendships with people for years and still not invite them into your sacred space. That's okay. That's something that I'm still in the process of learning. I feel very uncomfortable saying that, but it's the truth. It's the truth. It's okay for you to have layers and levels that people have to first be assessed within before you grant them access to something deeper. Okay, I'm getting ready. I gotta go. Final card. Okay, here. Complicated. This is a very complicated topic. You need time to go ahead and process. Use discernment. Just because something appears good and loving doesn't always mean that it is. Understanding. You need to understand your process. Your process is a complicated one. Allow yourself enough love to hold space for yourself, okay? And then thirdly, differences. It's okay for you to have a difference in perception regarding your connection with someone else. That's okay. Someone else can definitely consider you their best friend, and you don't have to necessarily consider them your best friend. Plain and simple. You don't have to feel obligated to have the same label on them that they've placed on you. My closest friends, I don't call them best friends. I know who they are. I have such a deep appreciation for them, and that's that. I used to seek out, like, I need to have an individual that I categorize as my best friend, my bestie. I don't anymore. I don't. And I think because I don't anymore, I don't have that need anymore. I don't have as much issue that's involved with that topic anymore. So thank you guys so much for sharing this space with me. I gotta run. Please give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me every single time I'm live. I love you guys. Bye.